I hit the wrong button.
We're on one this morning.
Night, bitch.
Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther, coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas.
Coming on you from Fort Worth, Texas.
We've got a episode for you here.
It's a fantastic episode.
Episode number 62.
Oh.
It's going to be called But Why Though?
Is it?
But why though?
But why
I
though?
thought it was Why Even Try.
But why though?
Hey, we're getting close to your favorite number.
And that's what I said. Ooh.
67.
So once we get to 67, you get your own episode again.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So sit back, relax, try to enjoy. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Timothy.
We are the
Funky
Panther. You boys don't deserve all my energy.
That was the most disorganized pile of crud
I don't know what the fuck that was.
seen.
but
I'm
it's
hitting the
not-
wrong button.
It's not Funky Panther worthy.
No, it is. In true fashion.
It's right on par, really. I mean, what did you expect? I don't really know what you expected.
More organized stuff from my
Yeah.
Anglo friends.
Man, real quick, though.
Yeah.
Upcoming guest, Ben Ryan's going to be on 95.9 The Ranch, and I'm actually excited to see like what he thinks about our production style.
You're actually excited?
He's
Yeah.
going to walk in. He's going to walk right
He's going to be
back
like,
out.
what a shit show.
Holy Moesha, this is horrible.
A real radio personality coming on to our fake radio show.
If you don't know who Ben Ryan is, he works at the 95.9 The Ranch.
The 95.9 The Ranch.
The Ranch, the
He is,
95.9.
you know what? He is the sound of Texas.
He is the sound of Texas.
Is that the motto? Is that the sound of Texas?
Yeah.
The sound of Texas. Yeehaw!
And so we're going to have him on the show talking music and other shenanigans as per usual.
But I'm just picturing this, like how this all went down just now, just that last minute scramble. I hit the wrong button.
He's just going to
things
get up
just
and
happened.
leave.
It was just like,
He really is just going to get up and leave.
He's going to throw like a burrito at Tim or something because we're going to have burritos that day.
The thing is, though, we wouldn't even be upset. Like, we would just look at him and go like, no, that makes sense. Like,
We totally deserve that.
I'm surprised we haven't had anybody actually get up and leave yet.
I mean, we're generally on our not best but decent behavior when we have guests. It's really just when it's the three of us, or if we let Javier on the loose, or if he's just had a couple of drinks.
I think part of the issue is I got here a little
Both
bit
of
late.
those things made it sound like you might be a predator. Like if we let him on the loose, or if he has a couple of drinks.
Watch out, men. He's on the loose.
Hey, so we're on camera. Why don't you show everybody what happened today? What'd you do today?
Yeah, what'd you do today?
No, I'm not going to fucking show everybody.
Just show everybody.
Just come on. It looks.
No,
No.
Did you get 2 haircuts?
Joke's on you. They said 2 weeks and it's been a month. I was supposed to, we're going to do this later on for a segment. I'm going to get waxed.
What? Oh, your boy cut his hair finally.
It looks good. It looks good. Tammy cut it?
No.
No.
Edward.
Edward? Okay.
Shout out to Edward.
Shout out
at
to
District.
Edward District Barbershop. Go check him
Nice.
out. Future guest of the Funky Panther. Already ran it by him today.
Is he down to come on?
I feel like
He
we
is.
run it by him every time we go in
Yeah,
there.
we do. He's probably like, these motherfuckers aren't going
We need to have them on here for
But
sure.
he's got the supply shop opened up.
Yeah, yeah.
Fort Worth Barber Supply.
He's really been splitting his time.
He has. He's a busy man. Like,
Yeah.
even after, like I was telling, no, I'm not. I'm not even going to talk about that because it's only between us.
But so if you don't know about District Barbershop, it's probably, I mean, it's the best barbershop here in Fort Worth.
Best
I
of, actually.
I like to think
best
so,
of.
yeah.
they've
They
got
have best of Fort Worth.
Yeah, and they've been on like Cowboys promotions and things
Yeah,
like that, which is pretty neat. But like we've been going to them for 5-6+ years.
I've been
something
going
like
to Edward. Fuck, I think
that. It was before I got
It
married.
was 2014.
Yeah, so at
So
least 6 or
6,
7
7,
years.
yeah.
So it's been a while. They opened District. Now they've got a few locations.
Yeah.
But then Edward decided, you know what, that's not good enough. My best of barbershop with Kiko. I'm gonna go ahead and start a Fort Worth Barber Supply. And so that's exactly what he did with his wife, right? They're both kind of running that, or
Yeah. I actually saw her today. That she had just came from the barber supply shop.
Yeah, I was talking to him about it, and he said there was the barber supply shop, and it was closing down. They were stopping their business or whatever, and he saw an opportunity for a necessity for the local barbershops.
Yeah.
And he's like, they're closing. Might as well see about purchasing up and just opening up and running it myself.
Well, he
And-
said he opened up it was a new building. Like it wasn't like
yeah.
the original.
No, it wasn't the
old
original one, no,
So
no.
he just Props on him, man.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Our viewers went down to two.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, whatever.
This Liquid Death's pretty good.
It really is. It's very, very sparkly.
I enjoy the sparkling variant.
You're supposed. It murders your thirst. It's straight from the Alps.
It's
I don't
really
know if
good.
you know this.
I also brought some beers for you guys.
Oh, okay.
From Utah. We were gonna drink them last week, but I don't. Did we drink? I don't remember if we drank. I don't
Yeah,
know
we
if I
drank this. This was
Y'all drink that.
This is still here from last week.
I was still like no drinking after the whole Tennessee thing. It was like a little much.
Yeehaw!
But these were some fantastic pilsners from Uinta Brewing up in Utah. So.
I do like a good pill.
You know my love for pilsners. All right.
There you go.
Stark, he works at the one over on Jennings. Give me this one. Cool. Small batch.
Yeah, Edward's only there a couple times. I mean, he's like there every day of the week, but like only for a short period of time.
I mean, really, he's just too busy. Honestly,
Yeah.
like that. It's so busy. The barber supply shop.
But I would recommend Kiko. He would be a good one.
Serge
Or,
over there. Sergio does a really good
So
job.
Beetle's my secondary usually. So he does really good too.
Yeah. Other than that, let's see. I mean, it's been how's y'all's boys' weeks? How's y'all's weekend or your week?
I worked Sunday. I actually picked up overtime shift.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you just told us about this.
Yeah. So
Are you gonna do that thing you talked about?
No. I
Did he?
couldn't.
Huh?
Did he tell us this?
No, I told you all about this. So my job was offering $2,100 to pick up 3 shifts or whatever.
Yeah.
But none of the shifts, like the days I work, I couldn't. They just wouldn't line up.
Yeah.
The stars weren't aligning. I couldn't make it happen.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Get in my mouth.
That's tasty.
Yum. Yeah, it was kind of lightly hopped, just a clean, crisp pilsner. I had one on one of the
this is
hikes
really-
in Utah,
Very good.
and it was just like it was after we had hiked, I don't know, 7 or 8 miles. It was like at the end of the day, and we sat by the river, and we just kind of like drank a beer and was just like enjoying. I like a post beer hike or a post hike beer.
Post beer hike.
I like a
Little
pre-beer,
bit of both.
pre-beer
Little bit
and
of
I
post
like a pre-beer and
pre-hike.
post-beer hike.
pre-hike beer.
Yeah.
and post. Yeah, I like both.
I like a post-beer hike.
Sorry. So continue on with your weekend.
Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
so I mean, I really didn't get a whole lot done. We did just kind of jump around. Went over to Little Germany.
Oh, I loved your little Germany.
Man,
Did you get the
all right.
spaghetti?
No, I didn't get the spaghetti, but I'll tell you that they blow Edelweiss out of the water.
Let's go then.
Yeah,
It's really
I haven't been to the new
the
location.
100%. We need to go to Little
Yeah.
Germany.
It's down the street too. It's like down the
Oktoberfest
street.
is happening or coming up.
We did that last year. Remember?
Yeah, we
They
did.
they sell beers.
They sell spaghetti.
I guess, yeah. The combination platter was great.
Did you have the
You know, it's a German restaurant, right?
Yeah,
I don't know why we have to have this
German
conversation.
spaghetti style? German spaghetti style.
You know how they
That's
do
what
it?
it's called.
German spaghetti.
That's what it's called.
So my friend Robert,
Oh, German spaghetti style. Sorry, Tim.
my friend Robert's been going to Edelweiss for years, and so basically the people that worked there at Edelweiss, they left and started Little Germany. And
Kinda
so
just
whenever
like with Angelo.
yeah, so whenever they left, he followed them over there. So he's been eating at the same restaurant essentially since the 80s or
Like
70s.
why,
essentially.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Like the guys at Angelo's left Angelo's and started Railhead.
Yeah.
They have colder beers and better barbecue.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
100%.
Yeah. So I did that, and then I swung in over at Ties to the Past.
Oh, how was it?
Dude, it was cool. I'd never been in there. They had some really good stuff. Their prices are actually really good. They had some.
Yeah.
So we're looking for some like new mid-century modern pieces. Not new, but like mid-century modern pieces for the house.
Mid-century modern pieces.
Modern, like
like
furniture.
50s, 1950s?
Yeah, 50s and 60s, late 50s, early 60s, into some of the 70s. Yeah.
Like feng shui-ish type of furniture.
Well, just the nice like wood furniture and stuff.
Feng shui.
If you know any
Jesus Christ.
if anybody knows any like cheap mid-century modern shit, let me know. Like, drop us a DM. That's what we're looking. That's what I'm looking for. We're not. I'm looking for that.
I was just thinking about how awful it was listening to you talk about furniture, and then I realized that part of my recap is also going to be furniture.
Proceed.
But they had some really cool stuff in there. I mean, they had a whole section of
Butt plugs.
yes, no, they had a whole section of like dolls and like action figures and things.
Dolls?
Dolls?
Yeah, dolls.
The dolls you like.
Yeah, the action figures.
They got a lot of good cards over there. They
So,
got a lot of slabs.
There was a guy putting he was putting new cards out.
Nah, I don't
And you
believe
didn't text us or take pictures?
I didn't know.
What a bitch.
Like, I don't know if they're new cards or not. They're just
Apparently
cards.
you
They're
don't
not
like-
new cards.
All right,
They don't
whatever.
make new. You know what? Get out.
Apparently you don't like money.
No,
You don't.
I don't like money.
Speaking of which, Chad, tell them about our weekend.
Our weekend?
Yes.
I only saw. Well, I did see you quite a bit.
did.
Okay, never mind.
Saturday and Sunday.
I know. So, first off, we had a wedding to attend. Tab was a bridesmaid in one of her best friend's wedding, up near Denton. I guess it was like Justin, more like Justin area, right?
Yeah.
It was at this place called the Lucky Spur Retreat. It was amazing.
So we're gonna retreat there at some point,
Dude, we totally could.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
I don't know if we could afford it, but the place was amazing. It was kind of like where Roy got married. Kind of looked like that
Yeah.
barn feel, but it was the same size property. But they had houses and cabins, and they had a saloon. And I actually went out there Thursday night. I worked out there on Friday, just like remote out there, and the wedding was Friday night. But Thursday night, like the game was going on, we had the rehearsal dinner the rehearsal dinner, and then I just went into the saloon, and we're all just like playing pool and drinking beer and watching the game. Like the whole place was insane. And then Friday, like during my lunch break at work, they had skeet shooting, and so they had this.
I was wondering. I saw that on the notes. It was like wedding and skeet shooting.
I
Yeah.
skeet shoot always.
Yeah, did you not see my Instagram?
No.
Are we
You
talking
don't even-
about like
Do you even follow me, bro?
No.
semen?
No, I stopped a long time
Yeah.
ago.
I unfollowed you a long. I'm friends with you still on there, but I don't follow any
That
of
makes
you.
sense. No, so they had this pond, and it was like such a great setup because they had four what do you call them, shooters or throwers?
Yeah, throwers,
right?
yeah.
And it was more
Like
like trap.
they throw skeet.
Catchers.
It was
Nah.
it was more
No?
like
They're more like pitchers.
Oh, okay.
it was more like trap
pitchers.
than it was like skeet shooting, I guess, because
Trap
there
shoot,
was
okay, yeah.
there was four all around the pond. They would shoot all different like distances and speeds,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
directions. Like one was behind you, one was to your left,
And
they
you
went
didn't know
super
which one they
fast.
were gonna fire until
yeah,
they fired. Yeah.
He had a remote, and he would just like shoot it, like,
Yeah.
whatever. A lot of fun, and whether you shoot it or not, it falls into the pond. So like the cows out there, and he had a bunch of longhorns. They don't eat it, and apparently get sick. But like it was just so cool having Yingling and like shooting some clays. It's been a while. Like it's been like 3 or 4 years since we've shot clays.
Yeah.
We used to go to Alpine quite a bit.
This episode sponsored by Yingling and Clays. Drink Yingling when you're shooting your clays.
Don't mix the two, you'll get diarrhea.
Yeah, but it made me think about like I want to buy a nice remote clay thrower. They're about $250.
Take it out there to the.
Take it out to the lease,
Yeah.
or even the farm out in Millsap because we got the pond right there.
But the pond, if you face it the wrong way, you're shooting towards traffic, right?
Right, but if you're back to traffic, why not?
I think we should.
There was a train
Towards
basically
traffic.
went right through the property.
That's
Like
weird.
I slept and I was like, man, that train sounds close. And then while we were shooting skeet, the train is literally like 2 football fields in front of us. It's just like going super fast.
Oh,
Yeah, bizarre. But
not one of those trains where you can jump on.
well, no,
Okay.
it was apparently this is a speedy spot.
You mean like a sexual train?
No. And it wasn't like they had one that was like a carrier train, but it wasn't the TRE. So I don't know what's the train. that you've
Amtrak.
done?
Amtrak?
Yeah, it was like one was an Amtrak, but one was like a BNSF, I think.
Yeah, Amtrak uses like they
PNSF,
use
huh?
BNSF and UP tracks. They use all
Okay.
they use all the freight track lines.
Got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was fun. We played a game. And he's like, "Y'all want to play knockout?" And we're like, "I don't know what the hell that is." Like, I know basketball
Yeah, yeah.
knockout. Essentially, it's the same thing. Like he lined all 8 of us up in a line, like shoulder to shoulder, and everyone had a shotgun. And so person number 1 shoots at the clay. If they miss, person 2 can shoot at it. If they miss, person 3 shoots at it. If they hit it, person 1 and 2 are out. So
Gotcha.
there were instances where like 3 people shot at it and 4 actually shot it, and the last 3 people were out. Like it was pretty
yeah,
fun.
that's fun.
But then if you shoot it, and you're like, say you're 1 and you actually shoot the clay, you're safe, and it goes on to 2, and it goes all the way down the line until.
Is that something we could play in this room?
What?
I mean, yeah, shotguns, right?
Yeah.
Why not?
I,
What is
wa-
this, like a
I
good
think
10
I
by
think
10?
I think they need to see us
We got
do
room.
it. Yeah,
We got room in here.
plenty of room.
Yeah.
You could pitch the clays.
Exactly.
Easy there, Jamie.
So that was Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday we went to go look for furniture. We went to Living Spaces.
I've never been there.
Place is ginormous.
It's like
It
a
is
Nebraska Furniture Mart,
stupid.
just really big.
It
Yeah.
was huge. It was kind of. I've never been to Nebraska Furniture Mart.
It's a new one,
I
right?
try to stay away from furniture places as much as possible, but we really want a sectional, and like
Yeah, y'all
they
been
had
talking
some-
that for a while.
Yeah, they had some really nice stuff. We were gonna go to multiple furniture shops, and we found one. We're like, nah, we're sticking with this.
Is Rooms to Go still open?
Yeah.
It is. I don't like, our last couch, it looks great, but the material is so thin. I was like, I'm not ever getting this shit again.
I mean, having sex on that, I'm sure, like, the material just comes right off.
And then Saturday, we had a
like
card
it just
break.
keeps going.
We had a card break. I'm pretty proud of it.
Yeah, it was great.
It was
It was
like
a great
$900 worth of product.
Hey, so for those that don't know,
yeah,
you can find your card breaks and what on TFP Collectors.
yeah. I guess we haven't really talked about it.
Yeah, we haven't talked
never
about that
have.
much.
No.
No.
No. So yeah, if you can look us up at TFP Collectors on our Instagram. We've got cards, collectibles, that kind of thing. But we also run breaks on this same YouTube channel. Generally on Saturdays or Sundays, where we'll open up a bunch of cards, stuff that we try to find retail or whatever, and then everyone basically bids on a team. So they bid on a team. We get to open all the cards up on camera, and then whatever team you purchased on eBay, you get to keep all the cards from that team. And so basically, we're turning about 2.5 times the profit.
Yeah.
So pretty.
I mean,
cool.
we don't want to tell them that. I mean,
No, I think it's common knowledge though across the board.
Everyone
Yeah.
knows. Like,
If
I
you're
mean,
into it, you can look it up.
sometimes it's better to just get the team because that's really all you want. You
Yeah.
want that one team. You don't want to spend $1,000 on cards. You'd rather just get the one team. So it
Yeah,
actually
spent
makes sense.
$300 for like the last one. Like 2 guys bought into 2 of our breaks, and it was the same team. And holy shit, that was like one of them got a good set of Anthony Edwards cards.
Yeah,
Really
so
nice. 2
of the best players you want to get in this year's rookie class is going to be LaMelo Ball from Charlotte Hornets, and he had 5 good. One was, color variations.
Oh, there was that one that was like the team color looking court side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So,
I don't know anything about like what you're
Man.
looking for.
yeah. They definitely got their money's worth, and I think the Anthony Edwards guy definitely made away like a
I
bandit.
mean, you
'cause he
boys
got a ton.
in the beginning were talking this up, and I was like, yeah, I don't want anything to do with this because I don't understand. I still don't understand it.
Right. It's fun. It's something to do. I mean, it's definitely a lot of work. I mean, we make money, but we're also doing a lot of work. Like
Yeah.
we were on video for 3.5 hours on Saturday,
Yeah.
and then we were up till past midnight.
That night, and it was only one break we did.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
even that didn't include like Sunday night. We got together again, watched football, but we still had 2 more breaks that we need to card it. We need to package up and send to the
So it was
post
like,
office.
It was like 5 hours on Saturday and 4 hours on Sunday. It's
Yeah.
about 3 hours per break that you're spending on doing all this stuff and like
Yeah.
shipping things off. So it's quite a bit of work, but it's definitely fun for us, and there's money involved, so that's great. Fun little side hustle.
Not to mention, I get to be with my friend.
Oh, thanks, Boo.
Hey.
Cheers again.
I thought that was me. I thought I was the friend.
No, I'm the friend now.
I hate you.
Maybe you should have gone to cards, you little.
I should have, but like I said, I mean, I didn't understand it. I'm like, I don't. I just imagine it being like getting into Pogs or something like that. That really didn't
I'm sure
go
back
anywhere.
in the day, if they had eBay like with Pogs, people would have sold like slammers and
I'm
stuff
sure
like
they
that.
did.
I will
sure they
say
would've.
everything's cyclical, right? Like the last time cards were a really big deal was like the early '90s, and then again late
early
in the-
2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s,
Yep.
and so it's like, and we really haven't had a bubble like we do now. I don't think that it's going to last forever. They're starting to overproduce, like they did back in the day, and so we probably have a good another year or 2 before
Yeah,
that
I
bubble
think
bursts.
At least until Fanatics takes control of all the cards.
Yeah.
all the card companies.
So Topps, something, if people do care, Topps, which does Garbage Pail
Baseball.
Kids and then baseball, they make all of their money on making baseball cards. They've made baseball cards for 70 years. Tim, are you with me?
Yeah,
Are you
no,
paying
I-
attention? Are
no,
you
yeah, I'm
listening?
listening to you.
It's Topps. It's Topps. They
I do know. I
baseball
know
cards.
tops.
So
I know tops. I know bottoms.
I was waiting for it.
noise. So they Fanatics, the like apparel and sports brand stuff, right? Fanatics.
Yeah, I know Fanatics. I
They
got you.
purchased the license agreement from baseball, from the
from
MLB,
Topps.
and
Oh.
so from
Not from Topps, but from MLB.
straight from the MLB and the players organization, to where
Oh.
now they get to produce their own cards, and Topps is shit out of luck starting in like 3 years.
No shit.
Yeah, and
So
then
is that going to drive the Topps prices up because they can't produce anymore, or what?
they can produce them
Well,
for 2 to
Donruss
3 years.
Donruss does it different too. I mean, they don't put the team names or like
Yeah.
the logos.
That what you're saying kind of reminds me that Super Bowl one, Kansas City Chiefs was in that, right?
and Green Bay.
In Green Bay, there is only one actual recording in existence.
I thought that was Super Bowl 2.
No.
Oh, there's not a recording of Super Bowl 3, I think.
There's one recording of Super Bowl one in existence, and it's not owned by the NFL.
Really?
And it's not owned by any news publication or anything like that. For whatever reason, they didn't save it. One individual owns it. the thing about it is he can't play it for people. He can't sell it. He can't do anything. The NFL wants to buy it, but
he can't post it because of the teams.
right, because of the teams and because of
Yeah, because it's not just the NFL brand; it's the team brands,
right,
the players' organization branding, and all that
so
kind
like
of shit.
this family has kept this tape, and actually VHS degrades over time. So eventually, like that, unless they convert it over to like a digital, which I don't know if they have or not, that tape's going to eventually just
That's
be
crazy.
gone, and no actual physical footage of.
Well,
episode one,
I mean,
or
you had to
Super
convert
Bowl
it from. It wasn't VHS.
No,
it was
no,
like
no.
Probably like
8mm or something. Yeah.
and
Something else though. So that happened with baseball, and then like a week later, Fanatics also did it the same thing for NBA, to where now all the cards from NBA are going to be made through Fanatics.
Yeah.
So all that's really left is football
So is
and
that,
soccer.
I mean, does that make it a monopoly though?
it will. Yeah,
I mean, Panini was doing the
100%.
same thing. I mean,
Well,
they
not
were kinda-
tops.
Well, I mean, they didn't do.
So
They still had competition.
So realistically, if Fanatics makes it a monopoly, then these other card companies can go in and fight them. And,
They don't have enough money to do it though.
Yeah, Fanatics is. I didn't realize how big of a company Fanatics was.
Yeah.
Honestly, what I think that
Apparel
they're
and all
probably
that
doing,
shit.
yeah, memorabilia, apparel, and they sell cards and everything else. But what they're probably going to do is they spent this like outrageous amount of money on these two contracts so that Panini and Topps couldn't even afford it. They're like, I can't match that. Like the baseball organization came back and was like, hey, it's yours if you can afford it. And they're like, no, we can't put up that much money like Fanatics did. And so I think that they're going to try to, I think Fanatics is going to try to put Panini and Topps
think
out of business.
The story goes.
I think you
that's
need
what
to
they're
tighten your
trying to
mic. You're staying a little bit.
Tighten that, boy.
That's why it's falling down a lot.
Was there anything else about, what else, did you do anything else this weekend?
do. Just be with you.
Yeah, I mean, that was, pretty much Saturday and Sunday,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
But what about that Cowboys game on Thursday?
Woo, doggy.
So I didn't catch it, but I caught like the highlights, listening to radio and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so from what I understand is that we lost,
Yes.
but we put up a hell of a fight, and it's the first time the team actually looked like they were playing as a team in a while.
No, I mean, Dak
No,
was
he's
first.
right.
It was Dak's first game back since Week 5 of last year.
Yeah.
It was against the reigning Super Bowl champ Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady looked pretty good, but he didn't. There was 4 turnovers. Like I mean, he did make some pretty good mistakes. We honestly should have won the game. I did comment on one of Haim's posts. Somebody was like, they should have gone for that. You know, it was like 4th and 3. They should have gone for it instead of just kicking a field goal. I'm like, well, it's the Patriots. You got to play smart ball.
Was it the field goal that fucked us?
No, I mean
because that's what I've heard. Also, is that it was
the kicker missed like 2, like an extra point and a field goal.
A short field goal.
Yeah, very short
Like,
field
and then he
goal.
made the long one, but like he shouldn't have made that. What's up, Lou? Lou said the Cowboys look great. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, you know, I just
I mean,
I'm excited.
That's
I'm
it's
excited.
promising. It really is because you've got. I mean, we went up against the
world
champions.
champions.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
world champions. Wait, how's it a world champion? If
That's-
I've heard that. I've heard it called that.
Yeah.
But
You stick to it.
we went against the world champions and we actually played good ball.
Yeah.
So
I was impressed. I mean, I'm excited for the rest of the season. For the first time, I don't think I'm pissed about a loss. Like usually, if there's a loss, I won't watch like sports.
Yeah.
I won't watch or listen to the fan because all they're going to do is bash the Cowboys and what all they did wrong. The only thing I saw people were complaining about was Zeke and how he didn't get like many runs. He had to like protect Dak because Zach Martin was out. You know, I
was
don't
doing double
fucking get
duty.
it. He was, and people were like, "Oh, well, you should get rid of him and send him to
No.
fucking."
who
knows
was
where.
it that was? Man, I heard this today and I can't think of the guy's name.
CD Lamb looked freaking
He did. I'm very impressed. I mean, the
I
first
can't wait
half
for
he was
him
kind of
to-
like dropping a couple, and I was like getting kind of pissed. But you
Yeah.
know, it's the first game of the
Who,
season.
who was it that played Baltimore? Who played for Baltimore that was with us at one point?
Justin Tucker? No.
No,
He's a kicker?
he's not playing now. And shit, I wish I'm sorry.
Okay.
I got nowhere to go with this. I was listening to the radio this
You talking
afternoon.
about Deion
How well
Sanders?
do you know
Yeah.
your sports?
No, I was listening to the radio this afternoon, and I wish I should have taken note. But they were saying like he wants, like he's tweeted Baltimore, like he's wanting to go back to Baltimore or something along those lines. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's even this weekend. Like the rest of the games that were on deck were really fucking good. I'm very surprised that the Packers sucked the way they did. Of course, we're looking at players now because of the card prices.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm very like we're fully invested in CeeDee Lamb. There's a reason why they gave him 88. You know,
Yeah.
and
Hey.
Dez was all about is all about.
Who
CD
was it
right
that
now
got
also.
a 6-game suspension?
That was Lael Collins, because they're
Yeah.
disputing that.
Well, he didn't want. From what I understand, is he didn't want to take a drug test. He didn't fail it.
He did take a lot of drug tests though throughout like the off season.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is just kind of fucking fiddle faddle bullshit. There was a player, I don't know. I read it somewhere that he was arrested for beating somebody and he was able to play week 1. I got to go back and look, but
that's yeah.
it's all fucking. I mean, it's all fucking politics with the Cowboys. That's the same thing with Zeke. I mean, I'm excited about most of all Dak. Like I used to be behind Tony. Tony Romo was my boy. Like I fucking love that man. But like ever since like maybe in the past 2 years, like to me Dak has been like the number one. And if he had stayed last season, he would have broken records. He would have overtaken Brady in yards. I mean,
this was his first game, and
since week 5.
the first game, our entire team together, right? And for that to be up against the Buccaneers, and for us to do as well as we did, I mean, it was a good show, and I really look forward to seeing how we continue to develop. Because there was players that I expected more of, like Micah Parsons. Like I feel like that guy's going to be an awesome, badass guy too. But he didn't pull out the stops. Like
full contact though, it's the first full contact. Really,
true.
I mean, you're playing with your team's one thing, but whenever you're playing against someone else, is completely different.
Right.
I mean, your intensity and your like fucking. Like you're too fucking pumped. Like you get kind of nervous.
Yeah, but also I think you're in your head a lot too.
You are. I mean, it's your rookie year. You're trying to do great. You're number 1 pick for America's team.
Right.
Where'd he come from?
From his mom, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, fuck up, man.
From his daddy's balls.
Yeah. No, I mean, was he a pickup from college or?
Yeah. He's a rookie. So I mean, it's very
I don't know where
exciting
he
to
went
see.
to college though.
But I don't know. But I'm very excited. This is going to be a great year, and there's a reason why they put us against the Buccaneers, because they see something in us. I mean, obviously we're America's team. We get the ratings. I saw something today. You're watching our team. We're not watching yours. Like they're watching Dallas.
Yeah.
Either you love them or hate them, but you're still watching.
It's funny because Stark on the chat just mentioned that. He's like, do we talk as much trash about other teams as others talk about the Cowboys?
No.
Same shit, right?
No.
Yeah,
And
no.
Stephen A. focuses his fucking time on like bashing the Cowboys.
Realistically, the only team that we talk shit about is the Eagles.
No,
Well, yeah,
Eagles,
fuck the
Giants,
Eagles.
fuck the Eagles. Fuck them. Fuck those. But I'll tell you what, Jalen Hurts fucking balled out.
Yeah.
He did a great fucking job.
On the other hand,
look,
Jalen Hurts though.
I hate the team, but I'll respect players. Like I'll respect Jalen Hurts. I'm not going to respect Daniel Jones. Fuck Daniel Jones. I really don't give a shit about that guy.
yeah.
Well, let's flip it in. Let's flip it in basketball.
And
real quick.
RG3 even right now wants to come back to Washington, which I'm not going to lie. Whenever he was with Washington, I was fucking scared. Like he was such a good fucking mobile quarterback. Like I was like, man, we're fucked for like the next 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like our basketball DFW teams, right? So you've got the Mavs, but then our sister team or whatever, our neighbor team would be the Spurs, and we fucking hate the Spurs, right?
I
Like-
don't care for the Spurs.
Okay.
Okay, look.
Do you respect some of the players on the Spurs like you do with the
This is my
other
motto
football teams?
and I've heard it whenever they went against the Heat, the big 3 in the finals. It was built. The Spurs were built, not bought. And I respect Pop as a coach. He, in my opinion, is one of the greatest coaches in the league, like in history. I mean, you can for not only his social background with recent events and just being an all-around great coach. I mean, I'll respect that. I hate the Yankees, but I respect Derek Jeter.
Okay, so like respecting players, and
It's because they're our rivals.
Well, you say that all across the board, though, like all sports that you enjoy watching, you respect certain players.
Certain
you hate the
players.
team, but you like certain players. You just respect them.
I hate their fans more, I think.
I think that's honestly, I agree with you on that.
I think there's a lot of people that hate on the Cowboys but still respect the Cowboys.
Lou, yeah, Lou, like what Lou said, you can't hate on Pop. Like he is, like there's a reason why they had him on the Olympic team. You know, he won that gold medal, and everyone was fucking doubting them. I really wanted to watch. What's Lucas fucking? I was gonna say Lucas Stan, but
You would think it's
Lithuania.
Lucas,
No, fuck. Where's Lucas from? I'm a really bad
All
Mets
right,
fan.
well, I'll
Anyways,
look.
I
Keep
wanted
going.
them against the United States, but Pop, I tell you right now, like I respect the players more than I respect the team.
Slovenians.
Yeah.
Slovenia, yeah, you got to respect the talent. I mean, I'm sure it's not the same thing with the Cowboys. They hate us because they ain't us.
Right. It's not like the Astros where people
Fuck
hate
the Astros.
because they're just cheaters. Sorry, Lou.
Sorry, yeah. Oops. Sorry, but whoopsie.
But yeah. Okay. So
Oh,
let's.
yeah, Christy's a fucking Spurs fan.
Yeah.
That's
God
why.
damn it.
Yeah. So let's move on from sports and talk about some current events. We mentioned some stuff last week. What is the new spot that we're going to go check out tonight?
Second rodeo?
Yeah, the second rodeo in the Stockyards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not really so much of an event, but we are going to be out there in a little bit. We want to check it out. We saw some people out there, and it looked like a pretty cool spot.
Pero like, let's
Man, I'm gonna look at the hours it's open. Let's it's Tuesday night. You talk about that. I'm gonna find out they're still open.
Do that.
If
Take
I'm
care
not
of that.
going there, guess what?
We're going to the rabbit hole,
We're going
baby.
to the rabbit hole, baby.
Going to the fucking rabbit hole. That's our fucking spot.
So that's going to happen tonight.
Yeah, if you're listening live, we're going to be over there. So if you want to come meet us up,
It's been a long day.
it's been a long
we deserve
fucking
a couple
day.
beers.
Like we got here pretty late.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're fucking tired.
we actually set up like 10 minutes before
Yeah.
we kicked off.
So Google says that Second Rodeo Brewing opens September 16th.
No, but they're open now. I mean, they're posting.
Well, we'll check.
We're just
We'll-
fucking
whatever.
go. In other news, what's his name? Fucking died today.
Oh.
Well, I was going to get into that,
Yeah,
and
hold
we
on.
can. And you know what? If we want to go ahead and
No,
let's finish
talk
up the
about two
events. Let's
real
finish up
quick.
the events.
So Oktoberfest is about to happen in
Yes,
Fort Worth.
this weekend.
So this Friday, you can also, Saturday, you can catch some of us at Oktoberfest Saturday night at Maple Branch. They're going to be the 18th, the 24th, and the 25th. And then also the weekend of the 24th, 25th, 26th is the actual Fort Worth Oktoberfest. And I'm going to be out there on Friday night. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I haven't
I'll
bought
be out
tickets
there
yet, but I'm
Friday
probably
night.
going to try either Friday or Saturday.
Cool. Hope to see you out at Oktoberfest. It's always a great time, drinking beer, having some schnitzel, and trying to do the beer or the
Beer
Steinhoist.
Steinholding, yeah, Steinhoist.
All right, now into the
Norm
news.
McDonald passed away today. It's a fucking tragedy.
Norm
The guy's
Macdonald-
fucking hilarious.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he, I guess, battled cancer privately. He didn't.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I did find a short clip. I'm just going to play. He was on Conan in.
Is it the Carrot Top one?
No. But Norm Macdonald. This is Norm Macdonald's take on Olympic events, and just let's go ahead and cue this up.
Now, Norm, you're doing Weekend Update again this year. You got to do a
Yeah,
lot
he
of
was
stuff
like the-
about the news.
the
That's
Weekend
all you got to
Update.
do is
Yeah.
the news.
That's
what
it,
what are we
yeah.
going to be hearing this year?
Well,
Anything?
I'm looking forward to the Olympics coming up. You know, that's because I love sports. You know,
Uh-huh.
I watch every sport, so the Olympics is my favorite thing. And I don't watch them. I like sometimes in the Olympics they have like lame sports, you know, where they're not real sports. You know, like a lot of times what they'll do is they'll try to combine two sports together. You know, make up a new sport.
Right.
You know? They're fine sports together, but when they mix them up, they make a god awful mess, you know. And like I saw this one, I remember it was a guy. He like run a 100-yard dash and then fish. You know the guys. You know,
Fish, yeah.
he's
Yeah.
fishing in a creek.
So that's not a good one. You don't like that.
No, and all the sports and they got the great sports and then the bizarre. Like you ever see that one where they like walk fast? It's the fast
Yeah.
walking. It's just a guy walking fast. It's not like a sport. And this guy doesn't get a lot of respect around the Olympic Village, you know, from like the sprinters and stuff, you know. They're going, hey Fred, good stroll today there, man. That was a briskest stroll. What do you smashed the 20-minute mile? I heard. They said it could never be done. But you know what's weird
hard.
is that guy gets a gold medal,
Uh-huh.
and meanwhile, like the decathlon champ, he gets a gold medal. You know, that's not fair. Like they shouldn't get the same thing. Like, you get the gold medal. You're the world's greatest athlete. You do 10, and then the other guy walks fast. It's like crazy.
They should have another medal.
Yeah, they
That's
should
not
have.
right.
Those are like white people sports. Like
Yeah.
fast walking.
So-
or like running 100-yard dash and then fishing.
Yeah.
That's like so white.
It was said best. Norm Macdonald. No matter you could try to retell his jokes, but it was that dryness
Yeah.
that he had and the way he delivered it that nobody's ever going to live up to.
It really sucks. I mean, it kind of, every now and then I'd go through my tangents where I'll watch like best of Norm Macdonald. Just like a fucking, he'll just ramble on with a joke and then the punchline will come at the end.
15 minutes later.
Yeah. And you're like, holy fuck. Like I fucking forgot about
you
this. other-
forever.
But, it
No
fucking
more
sucks.
no more Turd Ferguson.
No more Turd Ferguson.
Yeah.
No more those Jeopardy spoofs. Fucking missed that.
So he did I didn't know this, but he had a show that was about sports.
Really?
Norm Macdonald Sports. So I'm gonna have to find that and just watch a few of those. But they were talking about it on Ben and Skin today.
And he had Dirty Work.
Dirty Work.
in
That's a
the
great
90s.
movie.
Great
Yeah.
fucking hilarious fucking movie.
Yeah.
Actually, it was the early 2000s, I think.
Yeah. So I mean,
Rest in peace, man.
it's sad. Like it was just out of the
Horrible.
blue. I had no
It's
idea.
not out of the blue. He was like
No, he was sick,
fighting
but I
privately
had
for, like,
no
10 years.
like none of us had any idea. And all
It's
of a
like
sudden,
with
it's
Chadwick
just like,
Boseman, we had, which honestly, props to his fucking
Yeah.
friends and family. Like I remember the day I was at McFly's and I got the alert and I'm like, "You're fucking kidding me!" And I told my friends, "Bro, Black Panther died," and they're like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like I think that fucking hurt.
Yeah.
That fucking hurt.
So, rest in peace, Norm Macdonald.
You
He
said-
will always be remembered.
You said someone reminded you, or he
Yes,
reminded you of somebody?
very much so. Andrew,
My brother Andrew?
your brother Andrew. Listening to him talk just now,
Okay.
yeah, and just rambling on about these random ass sports. I could see Andrew doing that and just coming up with some fucking bullshit.
And then
Like
in
the
the end,
fishing
come up with
thing?
something.
But yeah, but it's hilarious. That's just Andrew, and I feel like their minds are very similar in how they work and deliver their jokes.
Shout out to Andrew, by
Yeah.
the way. I went to lunch with him today and found out that he had been put up for a promotion.
Oh, nice.
And so
I thought you were going to say
he's-
put up for adoption.
Yeah, and I just found out.
His
So
parents are finally getting rid of him.
props to him for not being my brother, for real. But no, he was going for a job and he got it, and congrats.
Congrats, bud.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
deal.
Good
So,
stuff, man.
So to go back to the Oktoberfest, I've got a list of the biggest Oktoberfest festivals that are happening around DFW.
Cool. Tell us.
September 16th through the 19th, Addison Oktoberfest. They're going to be celebrating. I think it's at Addison Circle Park. September 18th through the 19th, Trucktoberfest at the Truck Yard in Dallas. Truck Yard at the Colony as well. September 18th, 24th through the 25th, Maple Branch, which we talked about that.
We'll be there.
September 18th through October 3rd,
Prost.
Oktoberfest at Meddlesome
Prost.
Moth, which I believe Meddlesome Moth is in Dallas, right?
Yeah. It's over by Mike the Bike's old spot.
September 23rd through 25th, Oktoberfest Fort Worth. 24th through 26th, downtown McKinney. 26th, Barktoberfest at RAR.
Oh, that's cute.
That'd be fun.
Nice, yeah.
Take your dogs.
October 2nd, Oktoberfest at Shops at Willow Park.
There's no dogs allowed. You've got to bark in order to get your beer.
Rawr!
And then the 10th annual Oktoberfest Dallas is happening October 2nd as well.
Rough the way your mother likes it.
So
Suck it, Trebek.
Suck it, Trebek.
I was
Ape tits for 100. Ape tit. Ape tit.
take anal bum cover.
That's the sound a cow makes. Moo. that's the way you... Well, fuck, never mind.
Nailed it.
That's the sound your mother makes.
I brought up that kind of like asking you, am I the asshole?
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted to revise that a little bit. So I was looking through just general news articles and stuff like that, and I came up with this thing on a news break about relationship advice. And the title said, "My boyfriend pays the rent for our house, but he doesn't know I'm the landlord."
What? Oh, yeah.
So does that make that person an asshole?
Nope,
Like,
it makes him an entrepreneur.
Wait, what?
my boyfriend pays the rent for our house,
Yeah.
but he doesn't know that I'm the landlord.
Oh, shit. That's not an asshole thing at all. I'm with you. That's legit.
You're making your money. MTM, baby.
So
make that money.
she
That's
says
what I would say.
a woman has split the internet after she revealed that her boyfriend has been paying rent and bills for their house without knowing. She is the owner of the property. Her name's Janie. She mentioned in TikTok video that she and her partner have been living in the house for about a year now. I don't know, man. I would be really upset if I found out that Jesse actually owned the house and I've been paying her this whole time.
No, it's your fault for not knowing. Actually, no,
not-
it's smart on her.
not doing
like,
my
you're not
due
supposed to.
diligence.
You're
Well, it
not,
depends.
you're not supposed to disclose that information if you're dating somebody. I mean, maybe if you're gonna like get married or something.
If they decided to like split it, like if he was like, hey, you're living here, you mind like throwing in a little bit of something, and she threw in a little bit of something, even if it was to herself, like that's something, right?
that's pretty ballin'. That's some baller shit.
Because if it's $1,000 and she's putting in half, and you're only putting in 500, that's pretty good. You're getting out, a pretty good deal.
I want to see women do that.
If she paid like
And if you stick it out, you get a house.
if she paid like the if she paid like the bills, like or like just like maybe like the internet and things like that, and then he covered the the rent, but she owns the house. I don't know, man.
This is what I want. Ladies, if you're
That's
listening, do that. Buy property, live at that property with your significant other. Don't tell them you own the property, and make that fucking money. Make that money, baby.
I really think that he was an idiot if he was solely paying for everything and she was just pocketing all that money. Then it's really his fault.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really not that messed up. It's his fault.
That's boss bitch power.
I don't
What's
know.
that,
I think she's an
bitch?
asshole.
You think she's an asshole?
I think she's the asshole. Yeah.
I think she's fucking genius.
When you buy a house or you rent a house, don't you usually know the owner or the previous
no,
two
not
or
if
three
you're.
owners?
I mean, if you know what,
I do. I
it's
look
the
into that
guy's
shit.
fault. It's the fucking guy's fault.
Okay. On other Fort Worth news, though, Fort Worth lands among travel and leisure's top 15 cities in the U.S. So, hey! And also, for the final little bit of information and news coming up, Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo tickets went on sale this past Monday.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Already?
it's coming up.
Wow.
State Fair's coming up too.
I know. So I've
End of the
Oh,
month.
shit.
uh
We didn't get to go last year.
no.
No, it was
We were
closed.
going to do the drive-in, remember?
Oh
And
yeah.
It was like a 2-hour wait, and it was stupid
For food,
expensive.
Yeah, for all
So
the-
work, I put in to win some tickets. So maybe I'll get 4 tickets, and we just buy another 2 tickets, and we all just go and have a
Cool.
good time. So, but yeah, that's all I got for news. This segment, yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to go to the Stock Show and Rodeo. That's always a good time.
I'm
Stock
down-
Show and Rodeo would be
I'm
good,
I for one am down to clown.
Are you down to
I am
clown?
down. Are you down to clown?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. I heard that I think it was Arts Goggle got pushed back till the fall. Like it got, or
Did
excuse
they?
me, from the fall down to the spring? Like it's
Why?
getting pushed back. I think things are starting to push back. Some things, not all things, but
okay.
some things are like, you know what? Let's hold off.
Let's wait a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm actually thankful because I had something going on that day, and I wouldn't be able to go see it. So
That's good. Good.
now it makes me
Good,
happy
good,
because I can go and do
Yum,
Arts
yum,
Goggle.
yum.
I'm sorry that I want to go have fun.
You say yum yum yum.
I did. I'm thinking about the state fair food.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Gotcha.
so Fletcher's Corn Dog's got this new
Texas
new-
dog.
Yeah, so it's a spicy.
What was that
all right.
noise?
Instead
I
of
got a
having
boner.
it
I got
doesn't
a
have a
food boner.
stick. It doesn't have a stick.
It's got a dick.
Yeah.
It's a turkey dog.
But it's it's battered in the spicy batter, and then they split it in half after it's been battered, and they put like cheese and
Mac and cheese.
mac and cheese on it,
Holy
and
It's a turkey dog with mac
Yeah.
and cheese on top. What else? I forgot.
crispy jalapenos.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
man, it's
sounds
that
good.
sounds- that
it
sounds
sounds
pretty
it
damn
sounds sexy, is what it sounds like.
What's it called?
It's
Texas
Texas
dog.
dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like it's gonna be their take on like a fried hot dog essentially.
Yeah.
very delicious.
I'm pretty pumped about that.
Yeah. Sounds pretty cool. I'm definitely down to go to that and the state fair, like the Stock Show and Rodeo and the state fair. So let's do it to it.
Hey, but on this episode,
Oi, oi,
Hey,
Oi.
so we came up kind of on the spur of the moment. We had something planned for this, and we decided to push it back for when Ben's on because I think it's more.
We're gonna talk
yeah,
music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This topic came up from you though,
Yeah.
but why though?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I've been thinking about things that people do and why they do the things that they do. You know, when you're like kind of tilting your head and saying like, but why though?
Like Christy putting a upset face on there, like it's sick face.
like the Texas dog. I think.
What? I don't get it. Everything sounds wonderful on
But
that.
why
What
though?
do you not like mac and cheese? Do you not like?
Are you not American?
Yeah. What are you?
Don't yell into the microphone.
Did I?
Yeah, you could see
Yeah.
when the voice levels go
You
straight
did.
into the red,
You did.
bro.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, so but why though?
Yeah. So, and then I was also, I don't know what I think what it stemmed from, to be completely honest. Now, I was Googling something the other day. And you know when you start typing something to Google and it gives you like 15 things that you might want to be talking about? They were all stupid. Like they were all crazy.
Kind of like when people have you seen those where like a celebrity like tries to guess what the rest of their search is? Like Ryan Reynolds
Yeah, like
is
GQ does that. Yeah.
yeah. So it's kind of like that. Just like all of a
Does
sudden you have all
Ryan
these-
Reynolds?
have all these weird freaking pop-ups on there that
Yeah.
people are searching.
Yeah, and so I started looking up things, and I don't know, and I went down this rabbit hole of like, but why why though? But why though? And so
Okay.
I found this BuzzFeed article of Yahoo questions and answers.
Did you say Yahoo questions and answers?
Yeah.
It sounds like a very early 2000s thing to say.
These are not. I mean, they're pretty old. I think the majority
From
of these.
GeoCities web pages.
Yeah, pretty much.
Angel Fire.
But the BuzzFeed's not that old, so I just want to run through.
I was
few
on
of these.
BuzzFeed.
yeah, we've talked about that.
Yeah, great.
Men's Magazine too.
Men's Health Magazine.
Men's
Not
Health Magazine.
Men's Magazine sounds like a porno. Men's magazine.
All right, so I'm going to give you the top 10.
Tell
all right,
us,
we're just going to
please.
drop the top 10
Drop that baby.
questions that were asked on Yahoo questions.
We
and
got an
answers.
answer though. Chrissy doesn't like it all mixed up like that.
It's gonna get mixed up anyway in your belly.
But why though?
Yeah,
But why though?
because she doesn't like it.
All right. So the question was, how do babies come out of a vagina? I mean, the tubes are too small inside the vagina for a baby to come out. And the vagina itself is too small to release a baby out of it. Just how does it come out?
I mean, do you want me to answer this or what?
I don't know, because there's answers here. That's
Okay,
kind of the
okay,
funny
okay.
part.
Chrissy, can you throw up another one of those green faces?
And then the answer was, you just eat a lot of butter and the baby just kind of slips out.
Isn't that how you used to do that in olden times? Like
That's
just,
actually the number one like technique. We have emergency butter on our truck just in case.
Babies, come and grab the butter. And then the asker, the question, says, thanks so much. I just didn't know it worked that way.
what the fuck?
That's
man?
number 10. Here's number 9. Doesn't have an answer, but it's just a question. I made Jesus-shaped pancakes, but I burnt them. Am I going to hell?
Yes, 100%. If you burn anything Jesus, that means you're going to hell.
You're just going to hell, right? What is the phobia of chainsaws called?
Who was it? Who had which scary dude had the chainsaw?
Jason, right?
Was it no Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Leatherface.
Leatherface.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Leatherfaceophobia.
What do you think?
What was it? Chainsaws?
What is the phobia of chainsaws called?
Chainsaphobia.
The answer is common sense. If you see someone with a chainsaw coming at you,
You probably should just have
you
a fear
should have
of
a
it and
phobia.
leave. Yeah.
All right.
I'm looking at what Christy wrote.
This one's pretty long.
Just
I
spray,
didn't
just spray
realize.
Pam in olive oil. That'll grease her right up.
So someone said, what is a Ouija board? W-E-G-A. What's a Ouija board? Sorry, it's a stupid question. I just don't know what it is.
It summons Weeble Wobbles.
And then someone said, how do you make a Ouija board? W-E-E-G-I. And then someone wrote the actual, well, no, I don't think that's the right one either. O-U-J-I-G, Ouija board? Can someone give me details? It's just a bunch of misspellings of Ouija boards. And then someone just goes, help, Ouija. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bunch of them.
O-U-J-I-O-U-J-A.
Dude, I have no idea. I 100% use Google as my spell check sometimes.
I think it's
Are you serious?
O-U-I-J-I,
you
maybe?
serious?
Yeah, it's like, hey Siri, spell blah blah blah.
I don't want it to spell it back to me.
Hey, someone in the chat, let us know. Is it
O-U-I-J-I.
O-U-I-J-I?
O-U-I-J-I.
Yeah, I think that's it. That sounds right. All right. Someone asks, and it was a girl named Trixie.
Sounds like a stripper.
What does she want?
Trixie to the stage. Trixie.
Trixie,
you're up.
Her question was, what does she wants the D in quotations? She wants the D mean? Hey, so there's this boy I like, Adam. He's cute. I always doing anything I can to hang out with him. Like in class, he says he doesn't eat breakfast, so I give him some of my food. So rumors travel, and I overheard some people saying Adam still hasn't asked me out, but friends tell him that saying stuff like, go for it, Adam. She wants the D. So is that a good thing? And then the answer was, sounds like a real swell guy. What it means to say is when someone says she wants the D, it means diamond, as an engagement ring. So they just want to see you as a future wife. Really? Nobody here saying anything? And then she was like, oh my gosh, thank you.
That's
Everyone
awesome.
kept saying it meant dick, and I thought I was being trolled.
Yeah.
Oh, these people. All right. I can't see myself on Google Earth. I keep entering my address in, and I can see my house perfectly. And I know it's the right house, but for some reason I can't see myself when I go outside. I can see the cars on Google, but not myself. I go out with my laptop and try to reflect something shiny to the sky so that I can read my location off. And if you guys think I'm a vampire, I'm not, because I can see myself in the mirror.
So this person doesn't realize that it's a picture. Like the satellite took a picture.
But why though?
Like
I don't know.
I don't know either.
All right. We've got 4 more. If you die in Canada, do you die in real life?
That's actually I've got the answer for that. That's no, because Canada doesn't exist.
Those who die in battle ascend to glorious Texas, where they ride forever shiny in chrome. Those who are just and good ascend to England, where there's always fresh tea and everyone is polite. If you die in Quebec, you go to France. Those who are wicked and cruel are reborn into the hells of Detroit, a fate far worse than
That's
death.
terrible.
I actually saw a clip about some lady talking shit about like politicians to make Detroit a better place. I'll show you later. I thought it was pretty fucking cool. And the lady's like, "No." The reporter's like, "Let me. What's your name? Who are you?" And she fucking claps back at her. I fucking loved it. I'll post it on the Funky Panther page.
Oh, you should.
All right. Is Christian Bale a Christian since his name is Christian? His parents must have named him Christian for some reason. And then someone goes, "Wait, is Mitt Romney a baseball glove?" All right, this one's Twilight inspired, so Javier, you should like this one. Did I turn my boyfriend into a vampire?
100%.
Okay, so I have a new boyfriend, yay, and we've been seeing each other for about a month now. Anyway, the other night we had a Twilight marathon because I love Twilight. And a dream of mine is to have a vampire boyfriend. I've been experimenting with eating my own blood
No.
ever since the
Nope.
Twilight books first came out. I consider myself a vampire now. I usually just save the blood I lose naturally each month.
Nope.
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 Nope. I'm done.
No, sir. No, we ain't doing this mess here. Nope. Nope.
I'm not gonna finish it then.
Ah. You broke Javier.
But he's the one that likes this stuff.
He likes Twilight. I don't think he likes people
Well,
consuming
it's
their
basically
own,
the
their own
same
blood.
I'm
thing.
not gonna lie. If you're a man and you don't like having sex during that time
Oh.
of the month, you're a coward.
Oh my gosh.
Who
I didn't know
doesn't
we-
like?
I didn't know we were
going to
bring that up.
Who doesn't like a little blood on the sword?
She's
I know what
not-
you're
That's
talking
what she's talking
She's
about.
not talking about that.
Oh, so
Jesus
is he
Christ.
getting like?
Listen, I haven't even finished.
Okay.
I decided that I would try to turn my new boyfriend,
Blood
so
on
I've
the
been cooking
sword?
my blood into his food when he comes over. Oh my god,
Dude, that's how you catch a
No.
case. You catch
No.
a case right there.
No.
I tried making blood pudding as well, but that only works if I've.
Oh my god.
Never mind. It is
Don't
about
even
that.
fucking-
Only if I've had heavy flow. All right, moving on.
fucking
We're not doing
God.
that one.
Did
That
you
one was
not
bad.
pre-read these?
No, I did.
Oh,
Did
You just
holy-
ruined blood pudding for me. You know how I fucking love blood pudding,
No, you've had it one time.
and it was delicious. You know what? I always wondered why Edward didn't just take that and like put it in his tea. You know, like have it as tea. Like it's a tea bag, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that was rough.
Right?
That was rough. I
Good
probably
Lord.
should have.
That was
Yeah.
really fucking gross, man.
You gotta read these, man. You
The people
gotta-
that are watching live are gonna fucking leave.
I want to be as surprised as y'all are.
Why?
not-
Why?
Why can't I have fun?
All right.
All right, moving on to number one.
You know why didn't Edward just do that? Just
All
calm
right,
down on
number
Okay.
one.
You can write your fan fiction about that later.
Yeah, no shit. That's gross. All right. Do you think humans will ever walk on the sun? I was just thinking and thought how crazy it was that a person walked on the moon and Mars.
That didn't walk on the moon though. It's fake.
I was just
Did
wondering.
they say Mars?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Also wrong.
Cool.
I believe the moon, but not the Mars. I was just wondering if you think a person will ever be able to walk on the sun too.
was
I
a
know
song
it's
about
really hot, but I'm thinking if you can go the winter when the sun is like 30 degrees, I bet they can do it.
I honestly heard that you might as well be walking on the sun.
If it's winter here, then the sun's got to be cooler,
Oh
right?
yeah, hell yeah. That's actually how science works.
Well, if they do, it would have to be at night. Good idea. Didn't think of that. People are so stupid.
Well, you know
why
that-
do they never think of that?
The moon is the sun. It's sleeping.
Ooh, question. During winter, is the sun closer or farther to the Earth during winter?
I would think that we'd be further away.
Closer, baby.
Is it?
Yeah, the sun's closer to the Earth during winter.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Then what's the deal? But why though?
But why though?
Well, what's the deal with the sun?
What's the deal with corn nuts? All right. So did those make you go? But why though?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
that fucking Twilight one.
I was so confused.
that
by
was
that.
a fucking 180 there. 360.
How about y'all out there? Did it make
Jordan
you go?
fucking
I-
went
Little
nuts for
cringe,
it.
little. But why though?
Yeah.
All right.
A little cringe.
So let's do another one.
Okay.
I found this one also going down that rabbit hole. 15 of the strangest things people have been caught doing. It's 15. How many would you like me to do?
Let's do.
These are short.
Let's do top 5.
Top 5. Okay.
Yeah, top 5.
Top 5. Top 5. Top 5.
Top
My
five.
ex-
Top five.
My ex-girlfriend once caught me playing her cat like a banjo. I had the cat's front paws in my hand, and I strummed his tummy. The cat was purring so loud that it made her come in to see what's going on.
Dude, I don't blame that.
I think that's cute.
There's no but why though on that one.
No,
that
that's-
makes
no.
perfect sense.
Who
like
hasn't
that.
strummed a cat like a banjo?
I
yeah.
have.
I know I have.
I think all three of us have at least
Yeah,
once.
for sure. All right, easy enough. All right, hopefully these get better. All right, number 4. One time, I was popping my friend's back by picking him up from behind.
Okay,
and
Zeus
bouncing
does
him
that.
repeatedly.
I do that.
Our friend Zeus does
Yeah.
it. I mean, how else are we supposed to get our back popped?
Exactly.
A teacher walked in the room, and we both froze. Okay.
Okay, that's stupid.
Yeah, these might not be that good.
Did you not look at these
Yeah.
whenever?
Shh, I want to be surprised too.
You got to proofread.
I once had a coworker who worked at a customer site and had a crush on one of the women who worked there, too.
Okay.
One day, the woman came back from lunch and saw him pick up the cushion from her chair and sniff it. He was asked to leave.
No, man. Yo. Bro, chill.
But why though?
Why though?
The cushion? Like, okay.
That's weird.
A UPS delivery guy once caught my grandma biting her toenails.
Oh, come on.
She was in the sunroom with the screen door open, and the guy walked up to the door and witnessed all that.
Can we just ask? Number one, I want to know how old Grandma is, and number two, props on Grandma being flexible.
Yeah, no shit. Like, if she can bite her toenails.
I can't get my foot to my mouth.
How have you
Silence.
tried?
Complete silence. All right.
The things I want to ask right now.
Just like, but why though? I once ran up the stairs on all fours. I hadn't realized that my best friend had already come over. Can you imagine seeing someone
Like you're sitting down in the living room and you're like waiting for your friend. All of a sudden you see like come out of the kitchen, run up the stairs on all fours, and y'all are in your 30s.
Have you seen
The horse girl?
Yeah, the ivermectin.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I've been taking ivermectin for a minute now,
Yeah.
and she's like running full speed on all four. I mean, like kind of impressive. To
Kinda
be honest
fast,
with you.
yeah.
She was going real fast. I mean, she was.
Galloping.
She's a evolved human. That's what that is.
Wow.
Everybody
Okay.
thought dolphins were evolved humans. Nope, horse girl.
All right, Tim. I think you've got a couple.
Yeah. So first off, I want to ask you this.
All right.
You've heard of some weird, different like foods and stuff like that.
Yeah, bizarre
combinations,
foods.
right?
There's a show about it.
Horse penis.
So mac and
It
cheese.
was on Fear Factor.
I've eaten donkey.
yeah.
Donkey.
Donkey.
Mac and cheese is the ice cream you never thought you'd need, and now it's hard to get.
No. Pass.
You'd pass on mac and cheese
Fuck
ice cream?
yeah. No,
I mean, I'd give it a go.
I wouldn't.
Just a one-time deal.
And I've eaten ass.
Mac and cheese, it's creamy, it's warm and buttery. And one more thing, now it's an ice cream flavor, and many people are asking
You had
why.
me at everything except for now it's a.
I've had a cheese ice cream. It was weird. It had like this. I don't know what kind of cheese it was. It was like at a Mexican like ice like
I don't
cream
believe
place. No, I'm serious. It was over. It was in Oak Cliff, by Cedar Hill.
You know what? That's okay. I would try it.
It was
because,
good.
Like, cheese is cold. We eat cheese cold.
True.
So why wouldn't I eat an ice cream form?
So it was a limited edition flavor created in celebration of National Mac and Cheese Day by Kraft Macaroni and Cheese and Van Leeuwen ice cream. I don't know. I saw this. I was like, why? Why
Yeah.
would you
Why
make?
though?
Yeah.
There's a place that I went to with Danny and Andrew up in Portland. I think they've got them. They're all over the place, I think. But it was called Salt and Straw Creamery. Hazy's and Crystal have been there too. They had like just crazy ice cream flavors. Like one was like, I don't know, balsamic peaches or something like that. Like just like weird shit you wouldn't expect in your ice cream.
Yeah.
And they were so good.
Did you say expect?
I said expect.
Expect. So this
What the hell, dude?
Cancel.
this next thing I've got it's 10 weird habits that people have but don't admit to it. So
Okay,
we're
yeah.
gonna go through this. And
We're gonna admit it if we do it or not.
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right.
This is so exciting.
So number
Pick your belly
one.
button. Do you pick your belly button?
I do.
I do too.
Yeah. 100%.
It scratches.
Number one, getting completely naked to poop.
I've done that. Yeah.
I mean, I've done that if I'm getting in the shower, but like it's not something I go about like
Regularly.
I have to do.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's a lie because I'm usually if I'm in basketball shorts and I'm not wearing a shirt, I just throw them out. And, you know.
All
So
right.
regularly?
No, not regularly.
Like
no.
if you're at the office,
No,
at
I won't
work,
do that.
Okay.
No.
No.
Like you're fully dressed and you get butt ass naked.
I'm
never done
I'm at the
that.
airport bathroom.
You see all these clothes on the floor next
Like
to
what
you.
the fuck is
What
happening?
are they doing?
Yeah. Number two, pillow bearing.
You got to explain what that means. 'cause
Barrowing, whatever,
You don't
barrowing.
even know the word, so help us out.
Bury yourself in pillows.
Yeah.
So you have a soft spot for pillows. Some people will do this and have done this their whole life, where they take as many pillows as they can, and they just cover themselves with
I've
it,
done
and that's
that.
what they want to. They want to have all that pillows on them.
I don't know if I would do it to the extreme, but like 2 pillows isn't enough.
No,
Like on top of you or under your head,
around me.
All around me.
all around you.
Like I want like
You want a cocoon?
I can feel
a full
you
rectangle
all
of pillows around.
Have you tried a weighted blanket?
I
hate
want
'em.
to.
I hate
Do
'em.
you?
They make me anxiety. I mean, like the opposite of what they're supposed to do.
Really?
I get stressed out.
Okay.
When
I
I
don't
was
like it.
So
living-
it's like covering yourself with a pillow might be better because it's
I'll be
not as
completely
heavy,
honest
yeah?
with you. I generally sleep with just a sheet because even a blanket sometimes is too much.
You don't want the weight.
No, right.
See,
weird.
I want the weight.
Yeah, me too.
I don't want the weight, and I don't want the extra heat that's involved. I just want just a thin layer that's barely there. It's just enough.
Okay, so number 3, I feel like one of us in this room does this.
Okay.
And I'm saying Chad does this. Number crushing. And what it is many of us might have a lucky number or might avoid a number like 13 or whatever, but imagine having to execute pretty much all of your daily actions, washing your hands, shutting doors, brushing your teeth, blah, 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 and even numbers because you have an aversion to odd numbers. So, like, I've seen you do this with the radio.
Yeah.
If it's on like 25, you're gonna or 24, you're gonna bump it to 25 or something like
Correct.
that. Yeah,
It needs to be in multiple of 5.
That's
multiple
weird.
of 5. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do that. I don't
don't
do
do
that.
that.
It's whatever sounds good to me. It's good. Okay. So is that with everything?
Oh, good for y'all.
Is it every
freak.
Is it everything that has to be a multiple of 5?
No, I mean I couldn't even tell you what things. I mean, definitely volume. I like volumes.
Do you turn off your light switches like in a
No.
multiple of 5?
No, I'm not. I don't have. What is it? Is that OCD?
OCD. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have OCD. If it's a spectrum, I have some level of it, I'm sure. But no, I do.
Well, I
do
do
crunch numbers and like count numbers in
Yeah.
my head when no one's around.
Right,
For
and
no
you-
reason.
and you also
I type
type
numbers
numbers,
sometimes. Yeah. I've got this thing with the number 23.
Yeah.
And I just do like what was it? 8, 5, 6. No, 8, 4, 6, and 5. Like I'll count to 8 and then to 4 and then 6 to 5 and I don't know.
Do you have that magic number thing where you like always see that, like at the time, like
12.
you always, like every time I look at a clock, it's always 11:34, and I'll look, it's like 11:34, 11:34.
Danny does. It's
11:34.
2:27.
Yeah.
Jordan says her radio can't be on an odd number.
Okay.
Dude, I think mine's on like 33 right now.
Similar.
I've got mine cranked up to 33, I believe.
That's too much. for me.
that'd freak me out.
I can't hear.
That's too much work.
Yeah.
I think to.
Crank it down 3
Sleep driving.
for your ears. Just 3.
You ever sleep drove?
Oh, okay. If you're talking like you're on autopilot and you get
okay,
there.
let me
There's a term for that.
let me
Is it
read this.
autopilot.
Is that
I
it?
guess. Like I mean,
Let me read this to you. Okay, so sleepwalking or sleep eating is not exactly something to raise your eyebrows at. But how about sleep driving? Taking the meaning of going for a night drive to a whole other level. Some people actually get up, take their car for a ride, return, hop back into bed, and remember nothing of it. So this actually happened to me one time whenever we were in high school, and we had a band competition or something on a Saturday. We had we did the football game on Friday. We had something going on Saturday. I couldn't get home because there was a police incident and they had Robert's Cutoff blocked off, and I could not actually get to my house. So I stayed at your house, and I remember this. I stayed the night over at your house,
Yep.
and then I woke up in my bed at home, and I have no recollection of how I got there and when I got there.
that's weird.
Yeah.
I used to sleepwalk, but that's really weird.
I believe I slept walk maybe once or twice. My cousin actually went out whenever he was a kid. He went outside of his house and rang the doorbell, and so they put alarms on the doors just because he
Yeah.
was sleepwalking.
Danny did that quite a bit too.
Yeah.
When we lived together at the old house. So real quick, highway hypnosis, also known as white line fever, is an altered mental state in which a person can drive a car, truck, or other automobile great distances, responding to external events in the expected, safe, and correct manner with no recollection of having consciously done so. So
This
like,
morning, that
like
was
when
me.
you're like 10 miles down the highway and you're like, I don't remember passing that spot that I usually pass. 'Cause
Yeah.
You're just like thinking about something completely different.
Right.
Happens all the time, yeah.
I've had that happen, but this, I mean, straight up, like I don't have there was a period of time, I don't know of what time I left and what time I got to the house.
Yeah.
And so I'm just, and it's kind of freaky because you have no idea if I drove straight there, if I went out and committed murder and then went home, or what happened during that time.
Like when I was in Terlingua, from Fort Davis back to Terlingua, I think it was like 3 hours, and it was maybe 2 a.m, and I was like, "There's nobody on the road, pitch black," and I remember just like, "Okay, I'll just close one eye, go to sleep. Other eye's gonna keep me awake. No big deal." So I'm like,
Close one eye and go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep on one
it was very
one eye.
dangerous.
I'm pretty sure it's
One-
not how sleep works, dude.
Yeah.
"It's not." I had to pull over, and I was like, "There's gonna be a fucking coyote here. It's gonna eat me." And I had to walk around the truck. I couldn't do it, and so I had to like wake Tammy flew up. I'm like, "Yo, can you like?" I'm falling asleep here. Like,
Can you drive, or we're gonna sleep right here on the side of the road?
Like it's dangerous, like driving when you're sleepy and it's pitch black outside.
So number 5, breath sinking. To most people, breathing is just something that happens without us thinking about it. Your breathing rate is set by your subconscious mind, job done, or is it? What if you could only breathe in set patterns, or had to breathe in time to any music you listen to, or breathing suddenly could suddenly go from something that you take entirely for granted to an overwhelming daily experience? Like, I imagine this like you're with somebody and you're kind of like snuggled up and you're syncing your breath with theirs.
Oh, so that way you don't like kind of like
I could see that, but I've
they
never
exhale
like.
and you're inhaling it kind of makes it uncomfortable.
I've tried to do that with my dog one time. She breathes so fast, and I was like, I want to see if I could do.
Do you
that.
like hold your dog and like try to sync your breath?
No. I just
very
like
weird.
watch her and like. Never mind. Moving on.
But you don't. But you're not like doing that to music where you're listening to music and like syncing
No.
your breathing to
I
to
just
the
like
beat or
want to
whatever.
know why she breathes so fast. I was like, I wonder, what it feels like to breathe that fast. And
Do,
I
do
did
you
it.
ever like when you're walking down the
Not weird.
sidewalk?
There's
You're
nothing
walking
weird
down the
about it.
sidewalk, and if you notice you're stepping on a bunch of cracks, you're like avoiding the cracks after that. Or like if you're at a stranger's house, not a stranger, like a friend's house, have you ever like when you're peeing, like check the shower, like to make sure there's no one on the other side?
Oh
of the
yeah, I've
curtain?
done that multiple times.
That's fucking crazy.
But also back on the crack comment, I do right foot no crack, left foot crack.
That's very strange.
I don't do that, but I don't like if
That's
I'm walking.
very specific.
Well, I mean, like they're generally like 2 to 4 feet, and so like or 4 feet, I think,
Yeah.
concrete, and so like every other step would be a crack, right?
Like if I notice that I'm stepping on nothing but cracks, if it's like I'm about to step on another crack, I'll go out of my way to like not.
Okay,
That's weird. That's
So-
weird to me.
So what about walking down, like walking down like an amphitheater where you might have like a long step and then a short step, long step, short step.
Yeah.
So whenever I walk down there, I hate it whenever I end up going down like the step down is always with the same foot. I don't want it to be the same foot. I don't want it to be the same
So
leg.
you do 2 steps.
So
You
if
do
it's a
like
long
da,
one, I'll
da,
take 2 steps so I can make my left one go, and then the next one I want my right one to be the drop down. Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
You
I've
got
done that
long
before,
ass
too.
legs though, tall.
but
boy.
I want it to feel like I'm walking down normal steps.
Even if,
Yeah, even if it's not normal steps, because it doesn't feel right to me. It makes me feel weird inside.
why though?
I don't know. Yeah. Eating the unthinkable. So there's this disorder called pica, which I know you don't have it. I don't have it. He doesn't have it. But it's people who just can't like help but like eating things. So
Yeah.
like hair.
yeah. So fancy eating the foam out of your pillow, or perhaps a spot of cleaning sponge with a side of toilet paper, things like that, pencil, stuff like that. So that's a real thing.
Okay.
And that's a disorder. Whiffy behavior. I don't know what that is. This is number 7. We all okay. I do. We all know that old books smell so good, and who can blame people if they want to smell them all day? And of course, we're all guilty of a bit of pit smelling. But
Always.
But did you know that some people cannot get enough of smelling other things, such as their own fingernails, mildew-scented towels, Play-Doh, laundry detergent, like things like that? So is there anything that stands out to you that like you just love the way it smells, and you're gonna keep smelling like a book? You open it up and just stick your nose in it because you just like how it smells?
No, I will. No, there's nothing that I am like have to smell, but there is a smell that I really like that's abnormal. Is that similar? Because like
Yeah.
I think of my mom's like old like I think she had like a 95 Cutlass Supreme or something like that, and the AC on it was really shoddy, and so like you get that musty smell out of the AC, like an old car AC smell. And every now and then, like if I get a rental car that's been sitting for a while, and you're like driving a rental car and it has that musty smell, I'm like, ooh, yeah, there it is.
My old BMW I had,
Yeah.
not the last one, but the one before that.
Yeah.
You turned the AC on, it smelled like crayons.
Oh, that's interesting.
And that's
That's
like
on a Volkswagen. Those
Yeah.
are Volkswagens.
that's like a normal. If you Google search, it's weird, but like some people that rode in there actually liked how that smelled.
I hate that smell.
Me too.
Like my brother has a Volkswagen, and I fucking hate it.
Hair hatting. Most of us have been guilty of plucking our eyebrows to smithereens at one time or another, but the habit of hair tearing, otherwise known as, I can't even pronounce that, trichotillomania, takes the habit of pulling hair, whether it be from your scalp, eyelashes, eyebrows, pubic area, to a whole different level. Incredibly, for some, hair tearing is actually self-soothing. I don't think any of us tear our hair, right?
No, I'm good.
Do you blow dry your balls?
Before dates, yes.
That's number 9. Blow dry.
You're so nonchalant about that question. You're like, oh, the next one is, hey, by the way, was that part of the question, or are you just curious?
No, I'm just curious. No, blow drying down there. Truth be told, it's not just a strange whim of certain celebrities that whatever. Some people blow down there. I've actually heard on a couple talk radio where they've complained about going into a gym and you go to the locker room, it's always the old guys. The old guys have no like couth. They don't care. They'll strut around with their just like
Dicks
shit
out.
hanging. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But people using that like the hand dryers to dry off their nether regions. Like,
Cool.
are you good with that?
I mean,
No.
I think I'm good without.
Yeah, I think towel drying's okay. So Javier's the only one who does it.
Regularly?
Not regular. I mean, before dates, like just to make sure my balls were
Okay.
dry, and then I'd spray some Manscaped crop protector. It protects your crop, and you don't stop.
This episode is sponsored by Manscaped.
Manscaped, powder your balls. Use crop protector.
We're not sponsored by any place.
And then finally, rehearsing, repeating. So you think you have a pretty normal conversation with a friend, but what if you knew that conversation and every other conversation you had with them had in some way been rehearsed and then repeated with different outcomes? So do you ever like think of the conversation you just had with somebody, go home and think like, well, what if I said this? And
Oh,
would
I do
the
that
outcome
every
be
now and
this?
then.
Like every now and then, or do you do it like
Is
on
this
a
kind of
normal-
like a situation like a 40-year-old virgin, like me so horny, me so stupid?
Yeah, I think like that. But that's like beating yourself up. Like you say something
Bag
like
of
really,
sand, come on.
you say something really embarrassing, like the waitress like enjoy your food, and you're like you
too.
too.
Yeah.
That's
Or call
one
your
thing.
teacher mom.
Yeah, like I think
Yeah.
everybody does that, but some
I've done
people it'll actually keep them up at night, and they'll think about that like months later.
Oh, years, baby.
I
Years.
have thought of times of stupid shit that I've said years later. I can tell you straight up conversations where I felt like a complete fool by the thing that I said at that time. I do not rehearse what I say on a regular basis.
No,
though.
I don't either. I
will
look
say-
back.
Go ahead.
I'll look back.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Yeah, I think everybody looks back, but you don't rehearse yourself or anything like that.
No, I do. I mean, I do this at work, and I think it's probably pretty. I mean, normal if you're going to present. Like, I present a lot, like in front of a shit
Yeah.
ton of people, and like kind of getting my wording right. And I would assume a lot of people do that if you're presenting in front of people. But normal conversation, no. I was going to say
Okay.
presentation 3 times just to make sure I. Got me.
I
lost.
wasn't
Prepped
even
and
paying
ready.
attention.
But you're gonna say that 3 times because if you don't, then like someone's gonna die, kind of thing.
Beetlejuice.
Generally 2, but like 2 or 3 times, just however much I feel comfortable, but not
Okay, not
like
a specific amount of number,
reason,
yeah.
No.
And it's not because like if I don't say this, then like my whole family's
No.
gonna die.
The
and, like,
president's gonna
plane-
get
yeah.
assassinated.
Okay, cool. Okay, just making sure.
I also don't, just FYI, I think that if I don't turn my radio to 25 or 30 or 35, that anyone's going to die. I just don't like the way,
The moon will explode.
It makes you feel weird.
I just don't like the way I feel when the radio is on the wrong.
It's like I've got an aversion to certain textures. If I touch it, it just makes me like it makes my skin crawl.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
I mean, I guess kind of like that.
You feel like if I don't put this on there, the car's gonna explode, and I'm
No,
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't think other things are going to happen.
I mean, that's fine.
Christy, I still think about things I said in kindergarten.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't
remember when I
surprise
was
me
in
at all.
kindergarten, my first day at Crowley, I got a warning because I was too talkative. You know how I normally am now. And I was so excited because I'd never gotten a warning before. And I went home and told my mom, I was like, guess what? I got a warning. She's like, what? Yeah, I got a warning in class.
I
And
can't
then,
shut my mouth.
And I got my ass beat.
Yeah, sounds about right.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
I got spanked.
All right, Javier. So Robin brought up a question for us, right?
We had a couple.
Well, we had a
Yeah.
there was a question asked to the Funky Bunch. What?
From the
IG.
Funky
On
Bunch
IG
to
to
yeah.
us. What was the question, Chad?
We asked if people have ever been in the situation where they thought, but why though? Right? Like in any
Yeah.
situation, and they've seen somebody done something, and they're like, but why though?
So the first one was Robin.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Why celebrities do the things they do, like Lady Gaga's meat dress.
Yeah.
But why though? She's kind of like eccentric when it comes to like her outfits. Whenever she's like at like the VMAs or like the Grammys or something like that. Like there was one time she was carried in a ball.
Do you think?
remember that?
Yeah. Do you think that's like all her, just like that's just her character,
That's her.
or is that
she's
actually her?
She's eccentric. Like she's an eccentric person.
Eccentric. Yeah.
Right.
Eccentric.
But do you think that she like?
eccentric?
It's really eccentric.
Excelsior. So she's.
Do you think she like Excelsior's herself like more because of the?
because of her persona?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
I
like
mean, that was then. I mean,
she's
I think-
eccentric, and even if she had money, she wouldn't have just be walking around in a meat dress. But because of who she is, that's why she did
It's kind
what
of like
she
a
does.
spectacle. I mean, her music videos in the past were kind of like that, like Bad Romance. You know, like
Yeah.
that was one of my all-time favorite music videos, but you know, that was a very wild thing, and you know, she had to do the same thing whenever she was at the VMAs.
What's the one that is that? That's not the one. That she's
Just kind of like with
That's not the
Kanye.
one that she's in the prison. Which one's the one she's in the prison on the phone? Telephone. Is that called telephone?
I think it's called Telephone.
Yeah,
buddy.
telephone. Okay.
Then just like with Kanye with his mask, you know, during was it Yeezus,
Yeah.
where he just wore a mask, you didn't see his face.
Yeah.
So I mean, honestly, I was thinking,
Or like Kanye,
So-
Kanye's showing Donda and has like the house there and being in the dark and
Was it Kim Kardashian that showed up to
all
the
the
thing,
black, all black. Yeah, she was like a
that
Dementor from Harry Potter.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
real
that
weird.
was crazy.
Yeah.
People were like, was it photoshopping like fuck, what was that movie? Spirited Away, and the little ghoul, like the ghost that opens his big mouth.
well, what about anything that Shia LaBeouf does?
Everything. I mean, I think after Indiana Jones, he kind of went off the deep end because he was doing all the
Just
Transformers
do
movies.
it. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, he had a little situation where he would like get into fights all the time. and
What,
get
what was
drunk.
that thing that he did? He had that he had a flag that was flying, and I can't remember if it had to do with like anti-Trump or something along those lines. But he had a webcam, like
Oh
filming
yeah,
it.
it was a 24/7 webcam.
Yeah.
And people were being anti-Semitic while he was there, and he got into like a fight over that.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
No.
Well-
he's just a really crazy person. Period. I mean, I'm not going to say crazy.
So when we talk about celebrities and doing the shit
Yeah.
that they do, it's really just being eccentric, right?
It is.
Do
I
you
mean,
think it's
they just,
okay?
I'm not going to say they even act out. It's just
Okay, so I feel like there's one of two things when it comes to celebrities doing things that you might not understand. One could be the fact that they're just eccentric, and that could be why they're famous, right? They're good at what they do because they're good at a craft and they're a little crazy, right? They've got something going on.
I
Or
think-
two,
go ahead.
they have gotten so famous and they're still so young and they've got so much time and so much money to do whatever the hell it is that they want to do that nothing is good enough for them.
I'm going to go back to that with the whole Britney Spears thing because she was a child star. You
Yeah.
know, she was a Mickey Mouse
So
Club.
is Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, but it's like you go through that and you've been through all that and you don't know how to act like the way Shia was coming down. Like once you're at the top and you're young, you're like, well, what the fuck's next?
But Justin Timberlake doesn't do that shit. Like it's not
It's,
every.
everyone's different.
Hey,
I mean, just kind of go ahead.
Well, Harvey wants to know what do you thought? What was your thought about Megan Fox at the VMAs?
It looked like she wore a condom, like there's a body condom.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna hate it. She was pretty fucking good. Like it's weird her being with Machine Gun Kelly. I don't. More power.
Dude,
Fuck that.
I
I
Her and
don't like that
Conor
guy.
I
McGregor
like
had
I
a
like
random
MJK.
little
Yeah,
spat.
Oh yeah, her. Yeah.
So what was it? He wanted the
Connor wanted a
would take a
picture.
picture. MGK did not, and he kind of pushed him away. And
No,
then,
the security guard pushed him away. Like it was not really like MGK said something and then the security guard pushed him away. But like neither one of them, I feel like, knew exactly what was happening at the time. But it like blew up.
Okay.
But like with all that kind of stuff, kind of what Britney Spears is going through right now.
I mean, she went through that conservatorship, and it's finally ending, which
Well,
is
people
good.
were bashing her at
Yeah.
first. People were like, here's the thing though, you really don't. Now you're talking about mental health and talking about all that stuff, but before then you're like thinking, everyone was thinking, Britney's going off the deep end and she's going crazy, and she.
But we
shaved her
didn't. We
head.
didn't know the whole story.
You don't know like you don't think of the mentals. You don't think about that. You
Okay, so
think
but how do you
just like with Kanye? Like I mean, you didn't see this kind of stuff until like after he got married, but.
There's-
It's like I saw you don't call somebody crazy. Crazy is not like a good term to call somebody because it's not fair. You really don't know what that person's going through.
Unless you know exactly what they're going through, and
I
then you
mean,
can call them crazy, I guess.
if
right?
they're off their meds is one thing. I mean, it's normal. Like Pete Davidson did the same thing. You know, you know that his dad died during 9/11.
Yeah.
And you know why he's not acting out. It's just how do you cope? Like how do you cope?
How do you explain the enigma that is Nicolas Cage?
Oh man, that guy is just he's a part of a famous family.
Yeah, the
he's,
Coppolas.
The Coppolas.
Yeah, but
So-
but on Chad, you were saying like you're either like so rich that you have everything, right, or
I think of that Black Mirror episode where the guy, I think it was Black Mirror, I'm pretty sure it was, where the guy's like a doctor or something like that, and he feels pain of his patients. Wasn't that Black Mirror episode? Do y'all remember? I
don't
could be
remember
going
that
crazy,
episode.
but I'm pretty sure like he had this deal where he would feel the pain instead of the patient or something.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, and so, but he took it to where like
that's
this,
like being really.
Empathetic.
Well, no, there's there's another term for that, and I honestly I forgot. I just learned about it, but anyways,
I could be making this up, and if I don't hit it all, correctly, sorry, probably to Chase because he'd know. But like, I think that it started as like a way to say, hey, the patient's not going to feel anything because I'm going to feel it, and then if I feel it, I know that I need to stop or whatever.
Yeah.
But he got to the point where he would go further and further and further because he liked the pain, and it kind
Like
of
sexually.
No, not like a sexual thing. Just like he wanted more and more. It was never enough, and that's how I feel like. If any of us got rich, like where would you stop? Like where would you be happy? If you had everything you could desire, where would you be happy? And I think for some of these people, it seems like, they can do whatever the hell they want. Why not do a meat dress? Which, by the way, they still have on display. Like it's just a dried meat, like jerky dress.
Yeah,
at this
jerky
point.
dress.
But yeah, like why not? Like it's never been done. Well, shit, I can do it. And people are just gonna like talk about it.
No,
So-
you can do it, but it's already been done. It's never been done with like Lady Gaga and all the things that she does.
Well, yeah, I mean now, but I mean
But like you look at Nicolas Cage though, and the man has got like shrunken heads.
it was a new experience at the time.
You know what they say about new experiences?
You never know what to
Yeah.
expect
No,
in a new
no,
experience.
it's a new experience.
Nicolas Cage has got
Shrunken
pygmy heads,
dinosaur-
tomb shaped like a pyramid.
Dinosaur skull.
He married Elvis's daughter,
Yeah.
and the whole thought on that is because he's a huge Elvis fan. Like it's the ultimate collector's piece. That's what the thought was. That's why. And
Obsession with Superman.
but the dude's got almost like he doesn't have any money. That's the thing. Like he's got all this stuff, but he has no money. He's broke. That's why he's doing all those like weird ass shitty movies. Is because he needs to make money. He needs to make money fast.
Which is crazy because he has made so many movies and
Yeah.
like hit movies too. But I really did like that, like the Bad Word Netflix special that he did. That was fantastic.
Johnny Depp. Like, I mean, do you feel like he's extremely eccentric?
No. I think it's just
Or it's just
those
his
are
characters, yeah?
Those are his characters.
Yeah.
Like
He
Johnny
gets very
Depp's
much
getting
into
the
character.
wrong end of the stick right now with that whole Amber Heard situation.
Well, yeah.
So that's celebrities. There was another question out there too from Christy, right?
Yeah. So on 9/11, there was like one of those weird fights where a boxer goes against a UFC fighter, MMA fighter, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was Evander Holyfield versus Vitor Belfort.
Oh,
And,
really?
Among others, Oscar De La Hoya was supposed to fight in that versus Vitor, but he got COVID and he's supposed to bow out. So
Was it just like was it a purse fight or was it just like
it was.
a-
I mean,
yeah.
it was for money. But Donald Trump, like, he was like a special guest announcer for that. I didn't pay for that shit. I didn't even watch it.
I wouldn't for that. I would like to watch the fight itself, but
I'm not gonna fucking. Get
I'm
into
interested
that
to see what he said.
He's probably. I don't know. Fuck. What
Like,
the fuck is
how
he
well
doing?
did he do?
It's 9/11. Why? First of all, he was the only president
well,
not at any
yeah.
events.
Why are we doing a boxing fight special match on 9/11?
On 9/11.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's besides the point. But I mean, like the fact that you're the former president and you're announcing like shitty fights.
And what year was this for 9/11? 20
20 years. It's
20
20th
years, yeah.
anniversary.
I want to take this moment to say, and we didn't talk about this last time, and I'm glad we waited because, Tim, you are horrible at marketing. You should never be in marketing. You should be further away from that type of job than anyone I know. One, when it came to the shirts, we got T-shirts.
Okay, yeah,
I know I'm kind
yeah,
of breaking off, but there's a
Yeah.
reason
Okay.
behind this.
Okay. Go on.
We were supposed to we're gonna like put out shirts and make it look semi nice like Jordan does with Forever Reckless.
Look, I was excited.
It was nothing near how good Forever Reckless does their clothing, but I was excited about like doing some kind of display.
Okay.
You, I just. My mom took a picture of me with these shirts, and I'm like, I'm basically scowling. Like I'm not smiling.
You're
It was-
like the unhappiest boy on the earth.
You were making your dad face.
It was-
Your
I know.
daddy's face.
It was a long day, and it was just to go to these guys. Tim posted that shit on Facebook. My face looked like I'm so angry.
so fucking unhappy with the
I
goddamn
believe
product.
I believe some of the comments was like Chad looks like he wants to be anywhere but there.
But I'm telling you, Printed Threads did a fantastic job with their shirts. They look phenomenal.
Yeah.
You're
Hell
wearing
yeah.
the
Let
other
me-
one
let me
now.
stand up.
Yeah, you're wearing the second shirt. You wore the other one last week. This one's got kind of like at red, white, and blue. It kind of looks blurry from a distance, but when you get up close, it's kind of like that old 3D where you need the glasses look. But yeah, so
the camera doesn't do it justice. It doesn't show up those reds.
no.
Yeah.
But so he just throws these pictures out on Facebook like, hey, anyone want shirts? I'm like, bro, we didn't talk
all right,
about it.
Where are you going with this?
Okay, so that's one. That's one
All right,
issue.
that's one issue. Okay.
The second one, we happen to have a post last Saturday. Saturday? It was last Saturday, right?
Last Saturday.
What is today? Today's the 14th, 13th, 12th, 11th. Yeah,
Okay,
Saturday.
Okay. Yeah.
We had a post on Saturday.
Okay.
On the day of 9/11.
Yeah.
where
Oh
we
my
should be-
God.
we should be remembering. We should be, maybe saying something. How like we remember and we're thinking about it. and,
Was this
like-
you? Did you
Well,
post this?
I never saw a post.
And you posted it.
No, I never saw a post that you're talking about.
You posted.
No, I never saw the post you're talking
No,
about.
I did not post because if we were going to on
Oh.
that specific day, it should not be about.
We
why-
survived these viral things or whatever.
You posted a story that said we survived, and it was all viral memes
Oh my fuck.
on 9/11, my dude.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I saw the goddamn DM, and I'm like, what is she talking
I know.
about?
Holly Yardbird goes, the PR marketing part of me is really cringing at this.
Like,
And I was busy. I was out doing stuff.
I was, and I think I got upset with you. Like, what the fuck did you post?
I was upset with you because I thought you did it.
No!
You never posted anything.
I posted about the man in the red bandana.
Oh, he did post something,
But
that
on
was
my
on his
page.
personal one. Yeah,
But I always think about like the post stuff that we do on what is it, the like the main, like not the stories.
look, there's something that we do. That I do. I make sure that everything goes through our group text. It's proofreading, right? I do it at work. You do it with
We'll
presentations.
send,
and
like, every now and then
documentation.
I'll send a picture. I'm like, hey, is this good?
What do you think? Right?
what do you guys
Don't
say?
just go throw it on the stories willy nilly without approval from the rest of us.
On the 20th anniversary of a sacred day, a day of remembrance and service.
Honestly, I don't remember doing it on that day.
It was.
Well, I thought I did it on the day before, but
It was not. It's okay.
Well, that's my
I mean,
mistake.
it's in the past
Hey,
now.
no, whatever.
I mean, it's now recorded for all to hear and see forever.
that's fine.
He's gonna edit all
gonna
of this
cut
shit
this
out.
No, I'll leave it on there.
It's like when Bo Berman's like, you know what I fucking hate? Like he's like audio guys, and then it switches over to.
What's what's gonna be great is
That's a great special.
I think we're gonna lose this episode. I think it's just gonna disappear.
It'll be like that Crystal episode.
Yeah.
My audio just disappears somewhat.
I wanted to post something, but then I saw I saw the message and I saw it. I'm like, well, I can't fucking recover from this. Like, what am I gonna?
So Tab's saying
Chad was
swear-
like, delete
okay.
it, and I'm like, it's already fucking there.
Yeah,
People
it's
already
been up
saw
there
it.
for like 12 hours. We
I
can't
swear I
delete it now.
thought I did it on Friday,
It's okay.
and I think I did do it on Friday, and I don't know if it just didn't post and just posted whenever I got internet or whatever. I'm pretty sure I did it on Friday though.
Okay.
So that's my bad. I apologize.
If you have a chance, go look up the man in the red bandana or
Yeah.
other documentaries on 9/11. It was a tragic day. The question's always, where were you? And we always remember, and we will never forget.
So I'm being told on the Twitch stream that I am no longer allowed to post anything without approval from at least 5 other people.
I would say
I
two.
thought that would have
I
been
would say
for me,
2 is
like,
good.
you know.
5 is probably.
Well, see, I don't ever post anything on like the main
It's
like.
just on your personal.
Well, no,
whatever you
I'm talking
post.
about on like the main like the feed or whatever.
Yeah.
The stories. I mean, we all throw up like random stories or whatever and stuff like that. So I didn't think of anything like that.
Right.
So
It's all right, man. So going back to what you were talking about, Christy said that Trump said he's the best fighter ever. I can't do it. You can do it, right? You can do it, voice.
He says what he always wanted to say. Always says he's the best. Oh, because he was like, he thought he could fight Joe Biden. He's like, I would win. It's gonna be huge. I'm the best fighter. I'm the best fighter ever.
I would pay. Would you pay for a pay-per-view
What
of
are you
that?
doing on 9/11?
Hey, we're not back on that. Would you pay for a pay-per-view though?
I think the better question is how much money would you pay?
Would you pay how much money would you pay to see
Donald Trump
Joe
fight Joe
Biden and Donald Trump duke it out?
Nothing. I'd bootleg it. Why do those motherfuckers get my money?
Oh, well,
No. It's going to a charity.
Okay, it's
Oh,
going to a
okay.
charity.
What charity?
It doesn't matter.
ACH.
Oh,
It's
no.
Listen,
No.
it's being spread out to other charities. It's the all encompassing charity. Just
Okay.
the
Yeah.
charity.
Okay, I
all right?
would. For the
How much
kids. It's
money-
for the kids.
If it's for the kids, how much money would you pay to watch Biden and Trump fight?
$20.69.
Oh,
$420. No, $20.
I would drop 100.
I would put a couple $100 on there for
Yeah?
sure.
Really?
I mean, Biden's going down. I mean, for sure. Like, there's no question about it. He's going down.
Trump's probably outweighs him by a good
180 pounds.
Yeah.
Plus,
However,
I mean, Biden is just. I mean, they're both old.
They're
but
both
he's
old.
Real
He's
old.
really old, yeah.
is he older than Trump?
70. He's 76.
He looks a little spry though.
No, he did 5 years ago.
Trump
Yeah.
looks like he's like one
did.
cheeseburger away from
When-
having a heart attack.
When he was VP, I would have thought that Biden would have
Absolutely,
won. But
yeah.
now, no way.
No, that man's, I don't know,
No.
man. He's not there.
Who would have thought we'd have a Trump versus Biden
I think they'd-
boxing match?
I think they'd
conversation?
both be in their corners breathing really heavy.
Well, I mean,
They'd never
especially-
get up.
Lots of
Trump-
lots of clinching.
Trump fucking eats like KFC every day, and he's
It's like
They're-
the
they're-
longest fight.
There would be no like actual like they would just go to the middle and just clinch and that's it.
I'm
All
too
right.
fucking tired. I can't do it.
All right, JFK.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oops, wrong
All
one.
right, I think it's time for butter my biscuits.
So you never settled on any new music for it or anything like that. So we're just gonna do this.
No, I did. I didn't want this music.
You never actually settled on it.
Yes, I did. I said play like.
No, you gave me I gave you choices. I gave you choices. I gave you choices, and you were just like, I don't
All right,
know.
no one cares.
So
You know what butters my
yeah,
biscuits?
what butters your biscuits?
Fentanyl.
Oh.
Fentanyl. It's been a big issue lately.
Fentanyl's great in the healthcare industry, but not out in the world.
No, not for the peoples. Like, there's been a lot of death here in the past couple years with fentanyl overdoses. A lot of famous people have been passing from like laced.
Yeah, I hear they're putting in the cocaine.
They are, and you know what? And I'll tell you right now, I don't want to do cocaine anymore. Like they lace it. I mean, I'm
It's
just
not
kidding.
like you did cocaine anyway.
No, it's being laced with other things. Like the big thing here lately was Michael K. Williams.
Yeah.
We don't know. I mean, we're hearing that it was fentanyl laced
Cocaine, right?
cocaine
Yeah.
or heroin. We don't know, but it's been really prominent here lately in the music community. Tom Petty died from a fentanyl overdose.
This actually goes into this, like, but why though? Like, but why is this like? Why? I wonder why it's like so heavy. Like, why they're using so much of it now?
It's not even that they're using it. I think it's they don't.
No,
know.
I mean like why they put.
just-
No, I'm saying like why
they're
are
cutting
yeah,
with
why
it,
are they?
right?
because
yeah,
it's cheap.
Yeah,
it's cheap.
okay.
They make more profit with cheaper shit.
I mean, you could do that same with like cutting your cocaine with drywall.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's better for them because they get that high with like way. You can maybe like put a little bit of fentanyl into like a big thing, like a kilo of coke, and that'll like triple your money, quadruple your money.
Thank you for joining us for drugs 1-on-1.
No,
or
but I mean,
101.
it's a big
It
deal.
wasn't
I
just
mean,
those two. There's been a lot.
Mac
haven't there?
Miller,
Yeah.
Prince.
Yeah.
Prince died of it.
yeah.
It's not even just fentanyl. Like it's even like drugs. Juice WRLD died like last year from like.
That was a
taking
whole
bunch
other
of-
thing.
That was a whole other thing.
Yeah,
I mean, he
was trying to
didn't-
down drugs so he didn't get caught by the
Yeah.
police when he landed. But still, I mean, you know, pill drugs and cocaine and shit like that. It's rough.
Yeah, and it's not just fentanyl. It's like a history of like barbiturates and like uppers, downers, like here, like forever. You know.
Yeah.
And especially in the music community, I just really wish there. It's just so much good talent leaving because of it, and it's an addiction. And I wish that we can take care of that problem. But
I mean, it's not even just the addiction part. It's you got people who just are using stuff as recreational. They're not addicted to it necessarily. They might use it every once in a while, and then all of a sudden they get that bad bump, and
you just never know.
Yeah.
You just never know. So like right now, that's what it's kind of like.
that's what's
it
heavy
took-
on your mind.
It took Michael K. Williams. Michael K. Williams was a great actor.
Yeah.
and he was amazing in The Wire, Boardwalk Empire. Hell, even Community when he was in Community.
He was on that news show where it was like a story
It was
in that old town. It's like old timey or show.
It was
really good too. Shit, it was named off the author that had written a lot of
County.
I'm gonna look it up. Keep going. Sorry.
But I want to know when it's going to stop. Like, I mean, we're going to keep losing people, not just like famous people, but like family members. I mean, it's happening a lot. It's happening up in the northeast. But I mean, it's kind of what's buttering my biscuits right now. It is coming from China. It's coming from China. Lovecraft County.
That's it.
Lovecraft County.
Thank you. Yeah.
But
Great show.
It really sucks to lose him like that. He was like a dance choreographer back in the early '90s, and a serious actor who was like typecast.
I didn't know he was a
as tough guy.
dance.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he was in Crystal Waters' Pure Love.
Okay.
100% pure love.
Can't say I ever saw that.
No, it's good.
That's a good butter biscuits.
That's
That's
what, it's a serious thing. It's a serious problem.
It's not funny, but
It's not.
It definitely is a
It's-
serious problem. That
Well, you
needs
know,
to be-
and sometimes it's not gonna be funny, and sometimes it is gonna be funny. It just
Yeah.
it just depends on what's on his mind.
I just really
Exactly.
wish, like, kind of with like the Mac Miller situation, I didn't listen to his music until he died because I was curious. I knew of him, but I never listened. And it's great fucking music. And it's not even that, like Tom Petty. I never fucking listened to Tom Petty until he died.
I listen to like the main songs that he did.
But I mean, it's a poor waste of talent. And rest in peace, Michael K. Williams, and everyone that has been a victim of fentanyl. It's tragedy.
All right.
Sorry, that was such a downer thing to
That's
talk
fine.
about.
It's fine.
I just don't want. Here's what my biggest fear, like my big fear when it comes to like music, like something like Kanye doing something, like overdosing on something or like taking something. Like that's one thing I do not like. You talk about Drake had a line in one of his songs. I didn't cry when Pac died, but I know I will when Hove does. Like, I don't like as much as I like talk shit about Kanye. I mean, he's one of my favorite artists, and I do not want to see like him like relapse or anything like that or go that way.
Yeah. For sure. All right. Well, is there anything else that y'all want to talk about before we go ahead and wrap this up? We're
No,
going way over.
no, we're not. No, we're a little over, but it's not bad.
We just keep expanding these episodes. We were doing really well at like 45 minutes, and then it was an hour, and there was 120, then it was 130, and now we're doing like 140 episodes. That's
no.
a little much.
It's fine.
No one wants to hear.
No, we're at 137 on the recorder.
No one in the right mind wants to hear us for an hour and 37
They do
minutes.
though.
Joke's on you. No one does.
No, they do.
Hey, so I'm going to do this Pocky chip challenge with Joe and the guys on TFTI.
So you can look like a fool
So I
again.
can look like a fool again. And,
bring towels because you're gonna drool
I'm
all
gonna
over
bring
their
towels
stuff.
and ice cream
You might
for
want to
both ends.
You might need to bring your own microphone so you don't ruin theirs.
Yeah, I know. I'm really excited to try it. We'll do it with them. Joe sent me a picture of all the Pockies he bought, so it's going to be pretty fun. And I'm going to record it. We're going to talk about it. It's going to be soon, but
Okay.
I'm excited to do it with those guys.
Cool. Well, you all can catch us here back live on Saturday. We're going to be kind of like an off-set episode with Ben on Saturday afternoon. So you can catch us here at 2 p.m. on Saturday, Central Time. But the podcast will continue to upload on Thursdays. So if you're listening, you can catch it continuing to be on Thursdays. But you can catch us live on Saturday. If you don't already do so, please make sure that you follow us on all our social medias, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram,
MySpace,
Zanga,
Zanga,
Friendster,
GeoCities. We have a webpage there.
Angel Fire.
Right. It's going to be at the Funky Panther on all of these things. If you're
AIM
watching
Instant
us,
Messenger.
make sure that you like and subscribe, leave us a comment, let us know what you think, share the video. If you actually enjoy what you're, some of you have been hanging out this entire time. So share, let us know what you think, what you like about us. We really appreciate it.
And if you hate us, talk shit. Talk shit about us. I'd like to hear it.
Would you?
I would, so I can go beat their ass.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding.
Great. All right. Well,
We got that on recording.
stay good, everyone. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Tim.
And we are
the Funky Panther!